Okay.
This week in Alabama, a 23-year-old man was charged with murdering a 39-year-old married man he found inside his house with his girlfriend. But here's the shocking part: in Texas, up until 1973, that might not have even been a crime if DeCurlion and his girlfriend were married. Husbands were legally allowed to kill their wives' lovers if they caught them cheating. But wives didn't get that same right. So what do you think? Should the law ever excuse murder in cases like this? And why do you think it only protected men, not women? Comment your thoughts and follow for more strange laws and cases you've probably never heard about.
Have you guys heard about that coach from Alabama that got caught creeping? Oh yeah, this is serious. His name was Demetrius Beverly, and I guess the lady's husband was off at work and she probably invited him over. You know, Demetrius Beverly, he's 39 years old. I don't know how old the girl was, but her husband was 23, so maybe they was around the same age. But yo, he was up in the house and the husband came through. And guess what? Demetrius is no longer here. And that's crazy. I mean, being 39 years old, you should have known. How you gonna go to the lady's house? And actually, I'm thinking, yo, maybe the lady probably set it up. The girl probably set it up. You know, she probably put herself in that position to be found, and the husband came home and she knew how he would react, and voila, she got rid of both of them.
Alright, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the head elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach world. Also want to give a shout out out there to the hopeful elect, to Yahawashi and Yahawah, who are sharing in this truth, as well as believers of this word, but not just believers, but doers as well. So lock it for a moment. All right. As you just seen, you know, the videos we just watched right there, man. So we had this, basically this situation, you know, I believe it done went global. All right, it basically done went viral with this coach right here. He was caught slipping, all right. The judgment of the Lord came upon his ass, man, for basically committing adultery with another man's wife. All right, and it's crazy because this where it happened at is it's like not too far from where I actually live at. You know, maybe like 10 minutes from up the street. No, matter of fact, just an exit over, you know, on the freeway. Okay, where this took place at. All right, not only that, you know, the city of Birmingham. For one, city of Birmingham is kind of small compared to other cities. You know, it's basically one big ass circle. I mean, one small circle, honestly. All right, so you know, you had brothers kind of grew up with the suspect. All right, which I'm gonna say this: what the dude did, the 23-year-old, is really righteous in the eyes of Yahawashi. Okay, now wise? No. You know, just considering the times that we're living in, you know, this is not our kingdom, so we really can't even take matters in our own hands here. All right, script said we are yet this day in our captivity. So but going back, man, really this is just really this something else Esau is gonna, you know, this something else that's gonna be used against Esau, Edom too, because when you go into the laws of Yahawah, okay, if a man commit adultery, him and that woman shall be put to death, man. All right, and that's just thus said the Lord. But here it is, you do that here in this kingdom, Esau, Edom, he gonna throw your ass behind bars. All right, he's gonna imprison you. You'll see. Now the guy on the first video, you seen the guy, he read a Texas law, how you know, if you're married, you know, and this happens, you know, basically you can kind of get off with it. Okay, but it's even it's even a catch with that. All right, because you can never really trust these devils, man. We're not really living in those times. What scripture says, though it be lawful, it is not expedient. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, but ultimately the guy, you know, the young guy, he's not wrong. The 23-year-old, man. You know, and if I believe I meant to mention, you know, one of the brothers actually grew up with that dude, man, with the 23-year-old. Now, rumors has it that the coach, you know, because I'm pretty sure some brothers familiar with the coach too. The nigga that got deleted, you know, they say that nigga was known for that. And this is a picture of him. Look at this, you know what I mean? This guy right here, he looked like he fucking deserved it. You know, which he did deserve it. All right? He totally deserved it, man. You know, the deletion. You know, the guy got, you know, as they say, Swiss cheese, man. You see? Like the brother Malachi, he used to, you know what I mean? He used the analogy how the Lord just, you know, hey, Lord put those instructions on that guy that morning to, you know, hey, don't forget your gun. You know? All just for this, to set up judgment. At the end of the day, him to get off work, come home early, to his woman being laid up with another man, man. All right, and I'm just gonna jump into the scriptures, man. You know, one of my favorite scriptures. Matter of fact, if I can get it, scriptures speak about how jealousy is the rage of a man. So therefore, in the day of vengeance, he will not spare. Roughly paraphrasing. Let me find that real quick. It's Proverbs 6 and verse 34. It says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance." And here it is. This guy he wasn't sparing nobody. Which really, he didn't put the bride to death. Which that's where he messed up at, man. You were supposed to delete her first and foremost. All right, you were supposed to get on her tail first and foremost. All right, because she the one that she the one provoked it. You know, she could have declined that. All right, that the coach hitting on her, because you know it had to be a process to that. And then they say the guy took it so far, the nigga jumped over the balcony, and the nigga's 39 years old, man. So this nigga's like a old adulterer, you know, in today's time, you know what I mean? Which that's really a young age, you know. But in today's times with the, you know, the tear and wear of Babylon the Great, that's really, you know, you kind of somewhat of a well-seasoned age, man. All right? But in the ancient times, that really would be considered young. But anyway, the point is, this nigga here, he had the energy to jump over the damn balcony and go in there and commit adultery, man. And like I said, it was a process to that, man. Ain't no telling, that couldn't have been the first time if the nigga was found damn sleeping in there. He got comfortable and went to sleep in there, man. You know, laying up. That couldn't have been the first time. Remember, these niggas are wise to do evil, you know, and ignorant to do good, roughly paraphrasing. All right? So a wise adulterer, man, he getting up out of there. He gonna get in and get up out of there, man. Especially if he knows she got a man. But see, the thing is, the guy came home early, man. He came home early, so he got caught slipping. And the Lord took his ass out, man. And we applaud to that. Because adultery is a no-go, man. It's a no-go. But that's why the Lord say, you adulterous generation. All right, matter of fact, let's get the law, man. You know, let me see, man. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Let's go get that law real quick, man. Said, if a man be found with another man's wife, bear with me, been a good minute. Matter of fact, here go one right here. This Exodus 20 verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. All right, and you have that throughout Israel. All right, well, you have a lot of men covet their neighbor's wife, man. A lot of men, niggas be drooling at your rib. You know what I mean? Niggas plotting and shit. Hell, niggas just waiting on you and your rib to break up. You know, he waiting on you to put your rib away, man. Niggas really be plotting out here, man. And that's a law again. It says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Yeah, because that's ultimately gonna lead to one sin to another, man. You see? You covet that neighbor's belongings. Now you're plotting to maybe delete this guy, to set him up. You know, you scheming, all right, to bring him down and take his belongings, man. Hell, niggas do it. Niggas kill each other over J's, man. How much more over a woman? Which we know if that's the glory of a man. A lot of wickedness come from behind a woman, man. You see? And that's a perfect example right here. This guy here committing adultery with the young, maybe the bride. I'm gonna assume the bride's young. All right. And here it is. This guy coveting, you know, his neighbor's woman, and now he laid up in the bed with her, committing adultery. And the Lord brought judgment on that nigga, man. And I'm gonna say this too. The comments, man. A lot of people was defending that girl too. Which this why the Lord has to destroy you freaking people, man. Yahawah has to bring judgment on this place, man. Because you niggas are wicked, man. You're wicked. Especially you damn women, man. You're wicked, man. And we're in that spirit a lot. We're vexed with the filthy conversations of the wicked, man. You know, brothers was bringing out how niggas was like, yeah, she need a new boyfriend. Fucking niggas, man. You know, Salakia, kind of get a brother in the spirit, you know what I mean? Salakia. But it shows you how much we really hate wickedness, man. When you in that, you know what I mean? You seeking Yahawah, you hoping for righteousness. You really, really hate wickedness. Scriptures say, through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. And adultery is a false way, man. All right? It's not the way. But let's find this let me find this law dealing with adultery. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me see. All right, here's Leviticus. Matter of fact, Exodus 20:14, thou shalt not commit adultery. Leviticus 20:10, and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife. It says, and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, and the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So this is thus saith the Lord, man. This is thus saith Yahawashi. Lord ain't dealing with that crap, man. He ain't dealing with that crap. And see, this is one of the top sins in Israel, man. This is one of the top abominations in Israel, adultery, man. You know? Eve, she can't keep her eyes to herself. You know what it says? She got those wanton eyes. You know what I mean? Wondering what, you know what I mean? You know, that wondering mindset, wondering what it's like if that man conquer me. You know? Wondering what it's like, you know, what it feels to be up under that man, or what's the experience of dealing with that man. Oh, don't let a friend start bragging about, you know what I mean, Jake putting it down. Everybody gonna want to slice. The whole friend group gonna want to slice, man. You see? And these niggas out here, man, niggas be drooling at your broad, and niggas got like, yo, man, it's fucking disgusting, man. Like niggas, they come up with different types of what's to call it, slogans. You know, that involves adultery. You know, niggas will be like, yeah, nigga, well, if she cheating on you, nigga, she never was your, you know what I mean? Or she, you know, which we understand, yo, this the kingdom. I mean, Salaki, this is a wicked kingdom, but slip of the tongue. This is definitely not the kingdom, but this is a wicked kingdom. You know what I mean? Everything here is not ours, but it's the principle of things. It just shows you why this place needs to be destroyed, man. Nigga like, yeah, every bitch go for a price. Every woman got a price. This place is fucking wicked, man. And niggas will be talking about your woman. Nigga be in her ear talking about, yeah, he don't know how to treat you. He don't deserve you. Some lame ass nigga, bro. Some weak ass, lame ass nigga, man. That's why the Lord got to destroy this place, man. Like, again, this is one of the top sins in Israel, adultery, man. And that's why this guy got deleted. All right. Scripture speak about how there be many spirits created for vengeance, man. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I ain't gonna go too long, but yeah, just going back to the title, the rage of a man. Which I made a couple of lessons on this. Lord will be many more to go in on. It may be a series. Jealousy is the rage of a man. All right. And the day of vengeance, he will not spare. Roughly paraphrasing once again, man. So yeah, I'm going to leave it with that. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Till next time, I'd like to say shalom.